At the end of 40 overs, you cannot separate these two quality sides, India and Australia. 187 runs were scored, and India managed to get it to the super over. It's 4 a.m. here, and I'm still wide awake and buzzing from the game, and so is the crowd. Over 45,000 people packed themselves into DY Patel, and they were absolutely treated to some amazing cricket. Let's go back to the start of the innings, and India won the toss, elected to chase. And the Aussies, again, the top three, they didn't want to share it with anyone. Beth Mooney, again, being able to back up her wonderful form and player of the match performance from the first game. Her and Talia McGrath were able to put together a record partnership for Australia in this format, 158. Certainly 187, you thought, yeah, okay, that's going to take some getting from India, and they needed their top order to fire. And thankfully, Smriti Mandhana was able to do that. She played exceptionally well, had a couple of partnerships with Harmanpreet Kaur and then Richa Ghosh. They were able to, Devika Vedia was able to get an edge through third for 4 to take it to the super over. Then we just had bombs away. It was first Richa Ghosh, then Smriti Mandhana, 20 runs scored in the super over. And for Australia, they could only manage to get 16. But what a game. Right, top 3 picks. Well, you look at the Australian side, they actually had a debutant who did well and who had to bowl that super over, Heather Graham. Now, despite the fact of going for 20, she did pick up a wicket of Richa Ghosh, but in the actual T20 match, she picked up 3 for 22. Exceptional, given her first opportunity, a big crowd, was able to execute. The next player has to be Beth Mooney and what she was able to do. 82 unbeaten again. And similar to the first innings, she was 21 off, I think, 25 deliveries, and then just accelerated beautifully. So she's my number 2 pick. My third pick, Renuka Singh, what she was able to do in the last over as well was bowl really good Yorkers. Yes, she didn't pick up a wicket, but because of that over, they went to her for the super over. And what a big task to be given. She was able to keep her nerve and be able to execute, even though she got hit for a 6 right in the last delivery. But she did enough for India to break Australia's unbeaten run in this format. Player of the match has to go to Smriti Mandhana. 79 off 49 deliveries and 13 not out of 5. That was the difference. I actually thought when she got out, that was the moment of the game, because she was looking to play a bit of a cute shot, having already deposited Sutherland for a 6 straight down the ground. But she kept her nerve. She was fiery out there in that super over. She was that pumped up for it. And as a senior player within the side, she led perfectly well. Moment of the game. I mean, there were so many. Ash Gardner around the boundary in the final over, picked it up cleanly, could have gone for 4. Annabelle Sutherland coming in. But I think I'm going to have to go to Renuka and what she was able to do. I mean, it's a big moment to be able to go out there in a super over, knowing that the pitch is perfect for batting, lightning outfield, and the batters are scoring boundaries at will. But she held her nerve and got the job done. Impact player, Richa Ghosh. Again, I mean, she comes in, first delivery, especially after Smriti Mandhana got out. She deposited it straight back for 6. She hit 4 sixes in total. She goes in for the super over. Heather Graham bowls, puts it in the slot, straight back over her head for 6. I mean, talk about one of the cleanest strikers within the game. And she's able to do it from ball 1. So she's my impact player of the night. Lessons for both sides. Well, for the Australian team, probably their length, and especially to Richa Ghosh, in the fact that they gave her that step and hit length. They put it in the slot. They weren't able to change their lengths, whether it be Yorker or short of a length. Megan Shute, again, going for some runs. She dropped the catch as well. But certainly the fielding improved for both sides. For India, the question mark I have is probably around their bowling. And with Meghna Singh, if she's not going to open the bowling where she uses the new ball and she swings it nicely, then I'm not quite sure if she's the right person moving forward. Unfortunately for India, the squad, they've only got 3 seam bowlers. So will they pick another spinner? Or they do have a number of 4 paceys that are net bowlers. Do they bring one of those in? I just feel at the moment they're missing something with the bowling. And the fact that they aren't able to get wickets and the top 3 batters of the Australian side are the only ones having a go, may cause them a few more concerns. But at the end of the day, both sides absolutely entertained the crowd that crammed in to the stadium. If this is what the women's IPL is all about, sign me up. Quick turnaround for both sides. They now move to Brabourne Stadium for the 3rd T20 International. And no doubt it's going to be high scoring again.